G'day Curd Nerds, welcome to day 16 of the Cheese a Day Challenge. Today is another unique cheese. This is from Milawa Cheese Co. and it's called Mount Buffalo Blue. Now, from what I can tell on their website, it doesn't actually say it on here, this is a goat's milk blue cheese. So very interesting. I've never had a goat's milk blue cheese. Oh, have I? Yes, I've made one. What am I talking about? The Bloomy Goat Blue, but that was more of a Sherv style cheese with a bloomy white rind and some blue flavour inside from Penicillium Roqueforti, which I didn't allow to grow. Anyway, this looks like it's got blue veining, so it's a firm cheese. It's not like your typical blue all runny. That's what it feels like to me anyway. It's in plastic wrap. Let's get that off. So it has been vacuum sealed. This is very similar plastic to what I use in my vacuum sealing. There's no holes or anything. It doesn't let it breathe. Smells really goaty. Oh, don't they all? Okay. Check this out. Some of the rind where the blue has died off is present. I highly recommend that you don't eat the rind. I think the rind you should cut off. But it's a very firm blue cheese. Let's take a piece off though. I'm going to cut a bit of the rind off here, just at the bottom. Get rid of that. I normally do this before or during a video. Just cut, just very thinly shave it off. There we go, so that's all cleaned up. There we go. So only a little bit of loss. So now that we're a bit more presentable, yeah, it's firm all the way around. So there's a lot of goaty smell coming off of that, but that's fine. So it cuts a lot smoother than it presents. Maybe that's just the tip of the cheese. You got a bit of blue veining there. So let's just try a bit. It's a lot smoother. It's at room temperature now. Let's just try a bit. Oh, goodness me. How to describe that? That was a shock to the system. That is amazing. Goodness me. So there's a certain little sweetness. There's certainly the piquant flavour from the blue mould. Tastes a little bit roasted and brothy. A little bit malty. Oh, what's another flavour I can describe there? Not grassy. Oh, try again. Definitely the goaty flavour of goat's milk cheeses, but then with that amazing burst of flavour from the blue mould. It's blue-green. It doesn't say on the packet what it is, but I guess that's probably Penicillium Roqueforti. That is amazing. How much did that cost? Right, there you go. That's why it's amazing. That cost $27 for, how many grams is that? 280 grams, so that's about half a pound. So that's pretty expensive cheese, but I'll tell you what, that is unique. That is beautiful. Not overly so, but certainly bold flavours from the goat's milk and the Penicillium Roqueforti. Delicious cheese. Buttery. All around the mouth. A little bit of lingering going on there. Yep, stays in the palate for a little while. That's delicious. Tell you what, I like Goat's Milk Blue. It's very good. If you've just, for your whole life, if you've just only had cow's milk cheese, you're missing out, I reckon. The flavours are just so different. It's chalk and cheese. That's a funny saying, isn't it? It's not like cow's milk is chalk and this tastes like cheese. It's totally different flavour. A little bit, yeah, it's spicy at the back of the mouth. Not like cow's milk. So it's so hard to describe unless you've actually eaten goat's milk cheese. And this one's even more so because of the Penicillium roqueforti, the blue mould within the cheese makes it even more complex. Not a lot of veining, as you can see in the cheese, but because it's not really open structure, it's quite a tight structure. So it doesn't have that traditional veining, but the blue mould, the flavour is just there, just enough to complement the goat's milk that the cheese is made from. And it's like semi-firm cheese. It's certainly not oozy or runny like a lot of high-fat cow's milk blue cheeses, which kind of like you leave them out at room temperature and they go gooey fairly quickly. This certainly hasn't. This has been at room temperature for about 30 minutes. Actually a little bit longer than that, probably 45 minutes, and it certainly hasn't gone gooey. But the tip was, but the rest of it seems very firm. So if you've never tried a goat's milk blue cheese before, give it a go. I tell you what, it's exceptional. The flavours, especially this Milawa one anyway, which is the only reference I've got. I think that the flavours are just spot on. They're amazing flavours in this cheese. So you couldn't go too wrong if you went out and got yourself a piece of the Milawa Mount Buffalo Goat Blue. It is an exceptional goat's milk cheese. So go and try it if you haven't already seen it. If you'd like to see my attempt at something goaty and blue, then go and check out in the end card my Bloomy Goat Blue. Similar-ish sort of flavours. This one's been matured a lot longer. I think the Bloomy Goat Blue was matured for 10 days. This has probably been about 8 weeks, I reckon. It's just a guess. Maybe a little bit longer, but it's still very firm. But it has amazing, robust flavour. So go and check out Bloomy Goat Blue in the end card or in the info card. Well, thanks for watching, Curd Nerds, and I'll see you next time.